to the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Michigan State Spartans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So the Michigan State Spartans kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Looking for blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Fires on the move. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Carr from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
On the move at the 30. Hits the accelerator to the right. Into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason good. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
give it to the transfer. First carry. There he goes. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll go to the counter. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Play action, C.J. Carr. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. From the gun on third down, Carr. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Using his legs, it's Edwards. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves.
Got a little grass. Picks up the first down. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 24. A big run, creating a little space for this offense.
Well, I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to...
Breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Edwards. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's McCray. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Spartans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll give it to the back. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense early, man, just clicking on all cylinders, right? Like, great job putting play after play together. Play that works with the next one, that works with the next one. And it's been a clinic on this drive so far.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Man, those are bad. Shit. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the left. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And they decide to trot out the kicker. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings, try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Carr on play action. Under fire. And down he goes.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understanding his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Sparty and nearly 75,000
Night-night.
his closest friends, pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quickly complete. Breaks the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Edwards. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Runs through a tackle. Looking for room at the 30. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Spartans are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Edwards. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans.
And Reese, no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
And And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire plate.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
They're in the gun, third down, here's Carr. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Hits him with a stiff arm.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one, he got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
Finds a little space. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got his man down the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The first down for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Fires quickly.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Running inside, it's Williams. Across the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He's looking to pass. Rush is on him. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
How about the coverage by the defense? It's almost like they knew they were running a curl route, sitting on the route, doing a good job of seeing the quarterback, breaking on the football. This defense is dialed in to no matter what you throw at him.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Smashes in between the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Fresno State Bulldogs.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
The Spartans head coach told me coming out of the locker room, coach told me he is thrilled with his transfer running back. This is exactly why they brought him. They expected big things out of him, and he has shown that he is capable so far here in this game. They want to continue that momentum behind the strong running game of his first half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces the punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Here's Carr to throw. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And this passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Gets it to the back. Oh, spin move. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Reads it, fires complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Look out. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we've talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like... something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. He's got it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right back to the well. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Carr above the noise. Quickly complete. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Carr gets it out fast. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. With that penalty, they give this offense a little helping hand. Now it's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. The give is to Williams. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical. Right.
Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The option look. The keeper on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Lays out, gives up his body, and makes the grab on the right side.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to keep the drive alive. Crosses to 40. Racing to the right. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sparty.
And some might question the call. You're going to go for it on 4th down in your own territory, but you don't question the result. He takes the football on the ground all the way to the house. Not only does he get the 4th down conversion, he gets the big touchdown.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Looking to throw. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 70. Yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Barres. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Turning it on. Electrifying play. And man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On target. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Through 3 quarters now, these wide receivers, both big parts of the game plan. Here's how they stack up so far. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They move on top here in the 4th. The Irish punch back. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And he added the extra point. Here he comes with the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Fires downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Play fake. Carr. Quickly to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. C.J. Carr firing again. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Under fire. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They got it. It's blocked. That's a live ball.
And what a great big-time effort. Not taking a play off, getting in there, penetrating the field goal unit. How big is that for the scoreboard? Now this game remains a one-possession game. Now your offense has a chance to go get you right back in this ball game.
Using his legs, it's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the hill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this.
Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Touchdown, Spartan! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Carr takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Oh, he got loose. Finding some room. Inside the touchdown, Notre Dame. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Irish punch back.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. It's a 1-possession game in the 4th. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now the play fake. Showing the arm strength down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Tackled there by the defense.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their 1st of 3. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down here for the offense. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.